I'm 4 minutes late today, and I'm totally not going to blame it on my kid. Totally not going to blame it on my kid. Anyways, so today I'm really, really excited because we're still really trying to improve branding, your personal branding message and how to brand your own LinkedIn profile. Are you sending the right message, and what's that message that you're sending, and is it representative of everything that you want it to be? And truly it's so important to make sure that you have continuity of branding throughout everything that you're doing, and that you feel like the same person to anybody who's paying attention to any of your content or anything that you're doing. And so how to brand your LinkedIn page. So first of all, I was going to go live on Instagram, y'all, and it's just not working out for me. It's not working out for me, but you know what, though? I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I'm going to go live on Instagram as well. I also tried to do Clubhouse, but Clubhouse apparently is not so into you having the app on multiple. I don't know. I'm going to figure out the Clubhouse thing. But anyways, so we're live on a few different platforms, and I'm really excited to talk to you about your personal brand, who you are, making sure that your message and really your tone of voice, the way that you talk, the way that you respond and engage. Because here's the thing. Let's just say that you're doing, you're communicating this message and you're really excited to communicate it. And then you have someone helping you, and maybe their tone of voice or their branding is different from what your messages are, then it's not going to feel like it is the same brand. And it looks like we have someone's asking. Yep. So Joe, absolutely. You can brand yourself. And definitely that's important when it comes to business, right? Making sure that you're branding yourself. This week, someone asked me, should I start a new Instagram page for my business and one for and keep mine separate? And my response to that is, do you have, that's a lot of extra work. And truly, people are interested in doing business with you. So why not promote everything that you do on your own personal brand? I think that maybe even if I had to do it again, that's how I might do it. But yeah, so really, really exciting. Your personal brand is very, very important. So who are you? What do you do? And just making sure that branding is consistent. So again, Rebecca Cramer here. I'm actually the CEO of a digital marketing agency called Loud Marketing, and I teach my clients how to sell socially. So it's not just selling on social media. It's actually, there's a bit of a process, and making sure that you're doing it the right way is definitely important. So last month I interviewed Jin Yu, aka Wolf and Lion on Clubhouse. So he's Jin Yu in real life and Wolf and Lion. My hair is like weird today. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so who you are and okay, where was I? So Jin Yu. So he was actually really amazing when it comes to branding and I guess communicating how to brand yourself and how to be the most successful when you're considering branding yourself. So why would you brand your LinkedIn? When we talk about your brand Bible or branding yourself, it's not a logo. Branding yourself is not a logo. Branding yourself is being consistent and making sure that you have the same type of communication on all platforms. So people know that it's Rebecca talking, whether I'm on LinkedIn, whether I'm on Instagram, whether I'm on YouTube, wherever I am, even though, yes, of course, you probably want to change a little bit of the tone. If you're speaking on Instagram, maybe it's a little more fun than if you're speaking on LinkedIn, is a little more professional. But making sure that you have that consistency across all your platforms so that people do recognize that you have the same tone of voice. So when it comes to LinkedIn, for example, LinkedIn is really, it's not just for your resume anymore. Someone asked me that last week. Oh, isn't it just for when you're applying for jobs? No, actually, it's a business platform, and it's amazing for being able to communicate with decision makers. But what those decision makers want to know is they want to know that you're an expert. So if you're able to communicate that by creating content that is relevant and consistent with your brand and really what you're trying to sell or the services that you're trying to buy or provide, very, very important. So the thing about LinkedIn, I mean, LinkedIn is truly a market for everything. There's over 310 million monthly active users on LinkedIn, and being able to communicate that you're an expert allows for people to eventually just know that you're an expert, because they're going to see consistency of the communications that you're doing, not just with the content that you're creating, but the tone of voice that you have. So whether you're sending DMs or engaging in content or whatever the case might be, you're actually the same person in all aspects. So super important when it comes to branding your own personal self. So some things that you can, I guess, take into consideration when you're like, okay, so where do I figure out what I need to focus on when I want my brand to be consistent? Making sure that your profile on every platform, but for sure LinkedIn has, basically, it has your resume, it has like your brochure. Call it your brochure. Your profile on LinkedIn and any social media platform for that matter, it's your brochure. You want someone to pick your brochure, look at it, and be interested. You need to make sure that it has the right information, that it has your brand, your personality, your tone of voice. Like my LinkedIn, I think I don't know the exact wording right now, but my LinkedIn has a tagline like something like, oh, you definitely want to check out my profile. So of course it has my personality, right? It has a little bit of my tone of voice. And so do the comments that I put on people's, when people that I might want to reach out to, when they're posting. I'm making sure that my brand, that my personality is showing, regardless of where the content is, regardless of whether it's a DM or a comment on someone's post or a video, a live video, which everyone should do, by the way. Everyone should do live. Making sure that it has your personality and brand. And your personality and brand, you're going to be able to figure out on your own. Obviously, your brand colors are important. If you do have a logo, I wouldn't use logos as much in images when you're posting, but making sure that you're consistent regardless of where that is. So did you know that colors actually have a number and letters associated with every single color in the world? So make sure that if you're using the color blue, that it's the right color blue on all of your social media, on all of everything that you do, actually. Even if you're a salesperson, let's say that you're a salesperson, a rock star, and you want to post content, and there's, maybe there's a review that you want to post, making sure that has the right color. And anyways, branding. So again, your profile, your posts, how you engage and interact with your potential leads or people who you want to reach out to. Ultimately, you already have your brand. It's your personality, right? You already have your brand. You need to find out exactly what that is. Make it intentional. So like follow a process. If you look back at the different times that I've gone live, there's actually a makeup of what the process is. And so you can certainly actually go back to the Gen U interview and see a step-by-step process, because you're going to be able to brand yourself that way. And then you'll have a brand Bible. That's what you can call it. That's what it's called. You'll have that so that you can always make sure that you're following it. So in the interview, Gen U talked about making sure that you are consistent and make sure that you're staying consistent with being connected to your audience, making sure that here's the thing, without your brand Bible, you're going to risk disconnecting yourself from your audience because your content is too random or unpredictable. The example that he gave was with children. If children meet you and you're all over the place, they won't even be interested in you. You're too random. You're too random. You don't want to be too random. You want to be concise and make sure that people understand what you're doing and who you are truly. So ask yourself, ask friends, family, what do they think about you? What do they know about you that makes you unique? Some different ways or ideas to be able to brand yourself. Hey, Rafine. Hey, Unvi. You have to remind me how I say your. I'm sorry. And Roland and Puck Wright and a few different people that we have on Instagram Live. Okay, so ask yourself and friends, what do they think about you or what makes you unique? Pick a clean profile, like a clean, no background stuff. Like, it's hard to, if you can pick a clean profile picture. Canva Premium, you could actually delete the background. Hey, you could delete the background and then you can add the color code of what you want to show up with as your background. So, hey, Rafine. So definitely good profile picture. If you have the same profile picture on all, so I don't know what to think about. Should you have the same profile picture on all platforms? That's a good question. I still don't know that. I do know that it's ideal for you to have not a messy background. Have your profile picture so that everybody can see your big hair or whatever makes you unique, something recognizable. Obviously, your face is recognizable, but making sure that that it's visually appealing and that people can recognize that it's you, not that you have. So we're talking about LinkedIn Brand Bible today and making sure that your branding stays consistent, your personal branding. So making sure that you pick a clean professional photo for all of your profiles. Create that elevator pitch. Make sure that you have that elevator pitch. We should all have it. We should have it like just really short and tight and short. You don't want to lose people's interest. Don't forget the tagline on your social media, or telling people what it's about. I know mine doesn't really, on LinkedIn specifically, it doesn't really tell people what I do. It just says, oh, check out my profile. But, having any tagline that has a call to action, very important. Plan out your content. Plan it. Schedule it in advance. Okay, so I know we all struggle with this, you guys. We all struggle with creating content. And it's a challenge. So how do I keep it on brand? How do I make sure that I am creating content and keeping it on brand? I don't even know what my brand is. Well, here's the thing. If you do these activities and figure out what your brand is and figure out how you're going to create that content, put it in your calendar. I know if I don't put something in my calendar, it just doesn't happen. Like never. It just won't. It won't. If it's not in my calendar, it's not real. So put it in your calendar to create content. I think that we could do this every week. I think that we could create content every week. I think that if we put it in our calendar and we know what we're supposed to be doing, that it makes it way easier to actually make it happen. Yeah, Brand Bible with Wolf and Lion. He was really amazing. So hopefully you guys go back and watch that full interview because it was fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Anyways, that's about it for today, you guys. So figure out your brand. Make sure that your profile picture and that tagline are perfect. Create your pitch and make sure that you're creating content and that it's on brand. Same thing when it comes to content, connecting and engaging and commenting with your audience. Same brand, same tone of voice, and you're going to be amazing. About the contents thing, pick 4 to 8 topics. Okay, so I'm starting like a whole different thing about the content thing because people really struggle with this, and I just want to mention. So if you pick kind of like 4 topics, 4 to 8 topic buckets, I call them topic buckets. If you pick those topic buckets, then you're always going to know what to talk about. Like if I'm a realtor, for example, I'm going to have one topic bucket be my family. I'm going to have one topic bucket be my listings, one be my city, my beautiful city. Another one maybe be family. There's so many different opportunities, but if you think about what on my social media, what can I talk about that I have lots to talk about? What can I talk about that I have lots to talk about? So for me, what can I talk about that I have lots to talk about? Social selling, digital marketing, business growth, going live. Oh, I'm gonna talk about this next week, but I'm gonna do a challenge where everyone goes live. Everyone, because I know that that's something that has benefited me so significantly. I can tell the world. I can tell. I can help people. I can demonstrate my knowledge and show that I'm an expert. And then when people see that I'm an expert, they message me, they reach out to me. So go live, everyone. That's my advice. Okay, so I guess to wrap up, guys, again, Rebecca Cramer here. Thanks so much for joining me. So I do this every Thursday at, it's 12 Mountain Time, so 2 Eastern. And I also have this week just started a clubhouse room every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday. And I would also love it if you wanted to join my Social Selling Growth Masters free Facebook group so that you can learn more about what I'm talking about now. And if you're already in that group and you're listening from there, hey. So we'll see you guys next week. Again, Rebecca Cramer, thanks so much for joining me. Talk to you soon.